It did not unmute you.
But it did for us.
I know it. What is? Yeah. You know what? Okay, maybe it's trying to tell me something. I'm just gonna shut up now. Go ahead, you guys talk.
Well, how was everyone's July 4th? You know, we got a nice little holiday. Lighting things on fire, blowing things up. So
blowing shit up.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not America if you're not blowing things up, is it?
So in my area, we were kind of like the Freedom 250 in DC that had to get evacuated for like 3 hours. Because over the weekend, we recorded 10.7 inches of rain within 42 hours.
Holy
mass floods. There was houses within half an hour that their basement walls were caving in because the water was so bad. I've lived in this house for a few months shy of 10 years. I've never heard the sump pump run except for when I dump water in it every 6 months just to make sure it works.
Yeah.
That thing, every 5 minutes, it was going off. I stayed up till midnight on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Just to make sure that it keeps going. I mean, but if it died, what am I going to do? Vacuum it up? Because that's about the only thing I have is a freaking shop vac. But, I mean, that's how much water we got. Like, I got pictures. The street right behind me flooded. All the lakes, creeks, rivers by us they're almost about 19 to 22 inches, normally higher than where they should be. Just from like one storm on Saturday. Like, it was crazy. And then the lightning.
That was how it was for us on Friday night. So people were lighting off fireworks before all the storms. All the lightning was so much better than everyone's fireworks.
I love it. I love it.
I mean, about half the towns near us on Saturday, even like mid-storm at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they already canceled it. Because people make a whole day to go out there and not necessarily camp, but cook out, have the family, spend like the whole day there waiting for the fireworks. They were like, nope, we don't even want you to come to the field because there is no field. It's a freaking lake right now. Farmers were having to get their cattle in and pigs in just so they didn't drown.
Shit. Wow. Well, we didn't have it half that bad. We got your rain here and some thunder and lightning and all that kind of, but not as bad as that. Oh my goodness.
We definitely could have used some of that here.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, like, even going to like work today and driving around, like going like 20 minutes east of us yesterday, I could see so many fields that had water in it that just killing all the corn. So now feed corn and sweet corn and all that. Now prices are going to be going up because they lose 20% of their field. Guess what? They got to make up for it.
Well, did you hear that Trump recently declared a state of emergency because of fertilizer?
No.
He put out an emergency proclamation because of fertilizer, basically because of all the shit going on in the Strait of Hormuz, which is where a lot of the fertilizer comes from, which he started, by the way. So up yours. But anyway, he declared a state of emergency. He lifted sanctions on Morocco, basically because that's, I guess, the next freest trade country for fertilizer and stuff. Yeah, it's like seriously. So basically, we got a potential food shortage because Trump's an idiot. But anyway. What do I know?
I mean, there's other reasons too, but
well, you're right.
So I mean, we wouldn't need fertilizer like that if we didn't do some of the farming practices that we do. So.
Also true. I mean, I know Trump is on our agenda today, and so I figured I might as well throw that out there. I don't plan on pulling an article up or anything about it, but I thought, seeing we were talking about that, he was talking crops. I figured, well, what the hell? Let's throw that on out there. I could see some people kind of jumping on in. Appreciate you being here, and let's see. We'll just do a couple of quick shout outs, I guess. If I can get it to work. What the hell just happened? All right. Yeah. Well, I guess if you're gonna do it,
Like
get
7.
that 6-7 going. Oh boy.
I
Oh
thought that
boy.
thing died.
Yeah, I know it should, but yeah, probably never will. Oh man, please give you BTC. Does that say BTC?
One
One
BTC.
BTC. Yeah, yeah. When I get one, maybe. How's that? But anyway.
Send me your wallet address and your seed phrase, and I'll send you
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
Like 3 back.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
sorry. Please
Yeah.
don't do that. If anybody ever says anything like that, don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just make it official here, you know. Yeah. Not financial advice. Don't do that. There you go. But we're gonna kick things off today, I guess. We got a lot of AI and quantum stuff on the agenda for today, as well as an interesting side note about government overreach. I'll let BC get into that in a second, and of course, you know, Trump, because you know how the hell can you not talk about Trump? Anyway, but BC, what do you say? How about you kick us off and we'll get our opinions flowing here.
Sounds good to me. You know, this one was a side note. I had seen it, and it's not like finance related or anything
Nope.
like that. But I saw it and I got a little aggravated by it because you know, Virginia becomes first state to launch statewide court-ordered speed limiting technology for dangerous drivers. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised by the first state. This is the first state to do it.
I know that sounds like a California thing, to be quite frank.
Or like a New York thing,
or
something.
New York. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
my state's been talking about that for 6 to maybe 8 months now.
mhm.
And I figured like we would be the first, but apparently not. And I would
No.
have never expected the Bible Belt state to get it.
So here it goes. Virginia officially becomes the first state in the nation to launch a statewide court-ordered intelligent speed assistance program. The groundbreaking initiative integrates active speed limiting technologies into Commonwealth's judicial systems to target chronic and extreme speeding offenders. Authorized under a Virginia law passed in 2025, the program officially goes into effect on July 1st. So, yeah, July 1st, they are going to be going after chronic speeders in Virginia. And the way they're going about it is by making it where you can't speed with technology that they're just foisting upon you. Like, you have no choice. This is going to be a part of your car, and it will limit your speeds.
Well, you know what this reminded me of when you shared this article in our chat. I was like, this sounds very much like I think it got passed, if I remember correctly, right? The law that the feds are trying to put through about that all cars basically have to have a kill switch in them after, what is it, 2027 or 2028?
Yep.
That made it through, right? I think so.
I believe it did. Yeah.
I'm like, what? Why? There's no abuse going to happen with that at all.
No.
I mean, the government is so benevolent. Yeah, no, that's never going to happen.
Well, so that was kind of like, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago when Tesla was going to, you know, when they did like the eye thing for the self-driving mode to make sure that it can see your eyes, and then it was like going to facial scan you, then it run you through a database, and if you have like a warrant, it'll just drive you to the police department by itself and lock the doors. Or if your car is in repo mode because you didn't make the payments, then it's just going to drive itself to the dealership in the middle of the night. Like, I don't know. Technology is getting way too out of control. I mean, I don't think it has happened yet, but
no, they did do the first thing. So if you are on your phone and it's in self-driving mode, it will alert you that, hey, you need to pay attention. And then it'll alert you again. And then it'll alert you again. And if you keep getting strikes, they will take away your full self-driving.
Seriously.
this
Which
kinda
is like,
reminded me of-
mind you, the full self-driving is something that people pay for. They pay extra to have full self-driving. It doesn't just come with the Tesla. It's a subscription to Tesla that you pay to have full self-driving features.
A lot of vehicles are doing that now too. You've got to subscribe to get heated seats or whatever the other thing is. You know, it's
capitalism, baby.
Yeah, I paid through the nose for my car. Turn that shit on.
But no, there was a story. Now I remember like the whole like BMW and Mercedes. I think it was like, oh, you want heated seats, you want GPS, you want this. Okay, it's going to cost you like $25 a month, maybe $7 a month. You know, whatever it costs. It's a subscription. And there was a story about a guy that did something to override it.
Yeah.
I think it was BMW, and BMW sued him. And then BMW ended up losing because he paid for his car. Yeah. So he owns the car and he modified it to get rid of that. So, but yet BMW still thought that they could get money out of him every month. And he said no. And then they sued him and he ended up winning.
Good.
Yeah, because of course, if I purchase this thing, like whether I purchased it outright or the bank owns it, you know, I'm allowed to make modifications to the vehicle that I own. You have no right as the manufacturer of the car unless you put that in the contract, which I guarantee that's going to be a loophole that they're closing soon. Because I know if you go buy a Lamborghini and you try to modify it, Lamborghini will come after the car. Same with like Ferrari, those high-end, you know, hyper cars. You are not allowed to do stuff like that to it. You don't fully own that. You are paying for the luxury of borrowing the vehicle from them.
Yeah, but if you pay for the car, right, and you have the physical title that states that you own it, how can they even stop you from doing that? Contracts. I mean, I know that there are loopholes, but
contracts.
It's
like, you're signing a purchasing. So you're signing a purchasing agreement. They can add whatever they want into that purchasing agreement that they want. And if you want the vehicle, if you need the vehicle, you have to sign the purchasing agreement. And if you didn't read all of the stipulations and then you go try to do that thing, that's on you.
Pretty much. Kind of like, you know, you pay off your house and the government can take it because you don't pay taxes until you're dead. Kind of like that. And real quick, shout out to Mining Stocks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Thanks, brother. Good to see you as always. HODL Bitcoin. Amen, bud. Amen.
No, I mean, kind of on the same story, kind of a different change. So I heard GTA 6.
Oh, no.
You're going to have to
verify the same story. All right.
That you're over 16 in order to play the game. I mean, but there's so many like rumors going around about GTA 6. I don't know if it's true, but I could see like since GTA 5 came out, so many miners were playing it that they could and maybe should implement something to verify that you're over 16.
That's all.
Well, and that's how I feel about the whole you got to be whatever age verification for the internet and all this other stuff. Shut up. Get out my face. Get out my crap.
Oh, yeah, like Facebook, TikTok, you know, Snapchat, all that. Yeah, you got to verify your age. Yeah, all you do is just put in a different year. And cool. Good.
Well, until they make you know these verification things are going to facial recognition and all this other stuff. It's going to be completely different. You won't be able to fudge it like that no more.
Oh no, it's going to be, and it's going to be forced government overreach.
Yes. Yeah. And hence our first story. Speaking of government overreach.
I mean, we could just straight on, since he brought up the whole children and technology, we could just segue straight into that story and save the financial for the last.
Whatever you want, bud.
All right, that works. Since Bedell brought up children and technology, 79% of parents now use AI to raise their kids. A new Menlo Venture survey shows 79% of U.S. parents already use AI far ahead of non-parents and are at nearly twice the daily rate. The key takeaways are 79% of U.S. parents have used AI against 54% of non-parents. So wide disparity against people who don't have kids using AI to parents, to people that do have kids. use it at a much greater rate. And the top 3 use cases: child logistics, research, and then notes. So the number comes from an April 2025 survey of 5,031 US adults run by Menlo Ventures and Morning Consult. The panel is weighted to be representative across education, gender, age, race, and region. So the gap between parents and non-parents is not a quirk of the sample. The lead finding is short. 79% of parents with children under 18 have used AI against 54% of non-parents. That is a 25-point gap on the broadest measure of usage, and the gap holds up on daily intensity too. When you zoom in on daily use, parents pull even further ahead. 29% of parents use AI every day compared to 15% of non-parents. In practical terms, parents are 1.9 times more present in daily AI use than the rest of the adult population. Which, honestly, if you think about what kind of schedules parents have, that's not too surprising. AI is a great help in, freeing up some of your time so that you have more time to do other things. And that's a better use case of it. It really made it seem like they're just having their children use AI with the title, and not that these are parents that are using AI to make their lives easier.
Right. And it is. I mean, I'm in a couple of AI groups, and some of the people in it, they use it like to remind them of things, in the morning, help them schedule their stuff throughout the day. It'll help them give, like for the ones who have smaller kids, they use it to create bedtime stories for their kids. I mean, it's just insane the stuff that these people in that group. I'm thinking to myself, thank God my kids are older now. They can figure that shit out on their own. But like, you know what I'm saying? This whole next generation, oh my goodness. Like one, like you said, gonna be utilizing the AI, right, BC? But like the parents just like using it to more effectively juggle the everyday things that they need to do for their kids. I found that like absolutely insane when I read that. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
And it would be kind of nice if this is something that, helps people have more kids, because the birth rate is a problem. If I know I have this readily available tool that will make parenting, just say 25% easier, I might be 15% more likely to have a child. So we'll see how that goes.
My 13-year-old likes to use ChatGPT against us parents. I'll say something and she'll put it in ChatGPT and she'll be like, no, ChatGPT said this, so you're wrong. And I'm like, whatever. Like,
I'm not meaning to laugh super dull, but holy shit, that's funny.
Well, maybe
you're just trying to find something to get you out of this sticky little situation because you got
my goodness.
Maybe just maybe this is a sign that you should be using AI too, Bedell. Stop fighting it.
Hey, I like inevitable. That little voice thing for on Google on my phone. I think it's Gemini. And I just tell it what I need and it pulls it up. Like, that's my use of AI. I mean, except for the occasional random background pictures or whatever that on the spot that I have it create. But
I was gonna say the one you did on Crypto on the Rocks was pretty nice.
Every time I plan to use it, it's a freaking shit show.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of it might be the one that you're using, because Gemini is not super awesome.
No, but I've like tried ChatGPT and all of that to like take this image and turn it into like a Lightburn image or an SVG, I think it is. And it does, but then it adds like nunchucks and batons and stuff like in the image. And I'm like, I didn't say to add like cartoonish characteristics. I just said turn it into an image that's black and white in this format, and it just goes off the wall. I mean, the image looks great, but then it just adds like other stuff to it. I'm like,
yeah, because okay, so none of the AIs are good at that. None of the AIs are good at just being like, okay, we're going to turn this into a black and white photo, because it's very hard for them to just take the photo and not and edit the photo. They are regenerating an entirely new image every single time.
But it's easier for me to like put it in the paint and change it to grayscale, and it takes me like a minute. But so it takes AI like 5 minutes to generate an image that isn't even what I wanted. So I mean,
I'm gonna go with AI operator error,
because I can do it myself a lot faster. I mean, on certain things.
You're making an argument to just use Photoshop yourself.
There you go.
Instead of asking the AI to do stuff that's not good at.
Yeah, I mean,
that's funny.
It's really good at making a brand new image, but it is not good at taking an image and just editing the image.
Yeah, I will agree to that.
Yeah,
it's cool and really quick and easy to create like some random image that you say, but to take a picture and turn it black and white, it's like,
yeah, no. Because it's regenerating a brand new image every single time.
Right. No. Now, just to get back to our original AI story, I got a question I'm going to throw out there for those of you who are watching. I saw a couple more people jump in. Welcome, by the way. Answer in the chat. Guys, this whole AI parenting thing, you got like just under 80% of parents utilizing AI to help with their kids, right? So is this going to help with birth rates, which are already falling in the United States? Or is this going to help to increase that decline in the birth rates in the United States? What say you?
Interesting question.
What do you think?
I thought it goes along with a topic we talked about that came out of Utah. I think we talked about that 4, maybe 6 months ago. It's been a little while.
What topic? I don't know what you're talking about.
We talked about a lot.
When AI got introduced to the medical field.
Okay. But my question isn't because of medicine. My question is, these parents are immersing themselves and their children in AI. And let's be honest, social media has helped to like pull down the stats with regard to birth rates here in the United States. Just, I mean, it's not even deniable. My question to you is, will this use of AI do the same thing? It has nothing to do with the medical, just the use of AI with rearing of children.
Oh, so you can keep your kids busy with AI, so the adults can go hanky
or whatever
in the room,
or whatever,
or they can schedule their time.
Well, we know what Padel's use case of technology is.
I know.
Instead of making your life easier in some kind of way, we some adult time here.
Yeah.
No, but what I was saying is like when I think it was Utah used AI for medical purposes. Granted, it was a small study, but like if a woman put her medical records in there when she's, most fertile, and then AI could get access to that and then send them a reminder like, hey, you're going to be most fertile
go have sex.
Let me plan something for your kids at this time so then you guys can go hanky panky.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, it could help. I'm sure it will.
I should have even asked the question, because that is so not where I wanted it to go.
I don't know.
I mean, oh my goodness. Hey, Donato, welcome.
Crypto on the
being here. My thought process had nothing to do. Sure, if it's a fertility thing or an issue medically with children, okay, yeah, 1,000%, it will only help. My question is, are people going to be too busy with AI to create new humans? That's my question. Just like they're too busy on social media to create new humans, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. If you're watching this on the replay, in the comments, because I really want to know. And, you want to pick on Bedell in the comments too. That's all right. I'm kidding, Bedell. We love you.
Bedell turning it into a Crypto on the Rocks episode.
Yeah, seriously, though, right? Yeah, seriously. That's funny.
I mean, it is like the night after a holiday weekend, so
you treat every day like it's the night after a holiday weekend.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Yes.
I think I've seen you already crack like 3 beers.
Maybe. I think you've seen and heard 2. But yes, it is my 3rd.
I just know him so well.
There you go. Oh my goodness, BC, we better move on before we get really dragged down the rabbit hole. We got Trumpsta. Is next.
So Trump filing reveals millions in trade linked to Coinbase, Robinhood, and Strategy. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. The U.S. President Donald Trump has now diversified his financial footprint into crypto stocks from real estate and hospitality. He has made several trades in crypto stocks, as revealed in newly released federal ethics forms. The filings show he engaged in a wide-ranging trading activity with traditional finance and technology and crypto-related companies. Over of president's filings, the disclosures were made on Form 278T documents, which report securities transactions worth more than $1,000 from government officials. Records do not give exact numbers, but rather estimate ranges of transactions. They also failed to disclose profit or loss or who the person was that actually made the trades. According to the filings, total trading volume was between 220 million and 750 million in the period from January through March of 2026. Trump's assets are in a family trust via his children, records say. Some of the trades that have been reported also seem like they were brokered by companies and not by Trump himself. The disclosure came at a time when the Trump administration has been moving forward with a number of policy initiatives that directly impact cryptocurrencies. Amid these initiatives, it involves support for the Clarity Act and de-escalating the enforcement environment for digital asset firms. Notably, with that Clarity Act, he's got a whole crypto exchange that deals with central bank, the central banking and stable coins. So that couldn't have anything to do with any of this at all either.
Oh no, and he's made no profit from anything he's done with crypto. He's launched no meme coins. He's done nothing that is even remotely sus in the crypto space whatsoever. Oh my goodness. That's all I can say.
But I mean, like that, from what that article said, is there's like $500,000 or $500 million difference between 220 and 750. Like, that's a big difference.
Either way, that's still more money than you will ever touch in your entire lifetime, Bedell.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's more money than like all of our viewers and us combined will ever see in our lifetimes.
Yep.
So and this is all done with insider information, with dealings that he's specifically pushing through on the government level, who has been using the enforcement arm of the government to try to finagle things in his favor, was pushing for the Genius Act, and right at the same time was building up giant deals for a stable coin to be used by Saudi Arabia for the purchase of oil. Like, it's just, this is why I never wanted the whole Trump push of crypto. I don't think crypto belongs in government at all. It's crypto's anti-government. We don't need the government in the business at all. You know, we don't need your approval, and your disapproval of us means absolutely jack shit, because you can't shut it down, even if you wanted to.
Facts. Drop the mic again. It's like, seriously though, seriously. And you know, I guess I might feel a little not as like in tune with you and that sentiment, BC, if things at least appear to be more ethical from the government's perspective. But please, they are basically trying to treat the crypto space like they do TradFi, with all their insider trading and everything else, and trying to position themselves in the winner's seat, that kind of thing. And Trump has done that, and his family have benefited from this, and generations of his family will benefit from this. And I'm sorry, I said it was wrong when Pelosi did it, and all these other senators and congressmen did it, and it's no different for him. Okay, they're trying to rewire the plumbing of the entire economic system, hence the Clarity Act. And if you're on my channel, by the way, I got a poll up on either one of the streams. Let me know if you think that the Clarity Act is going to make it through before midterms. But this, okay, fine. You're trying to push through that replumbing of the system. You're trying to reset things, modernize the system. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that. But like, you're doing it to your own benefit. At the end of the day, it is to your benefit. I'm sorry, as a normal person who's struggling to survive, that just pisses me off.
So I had something to say about the amount of money he was making, like per day or per week or per month. So I had to Google it. Google came up with, in 2025 financial disclosures by the U.S. Office of Government Ethics, Trump and his family's ventures netted over $1.4 billion in total crypto-related income. And then Trump Organization and its partners generated roughly $100 million in cumulative trading fees from the volume of transactions surrounding the official meme coin of $Trump. So, I mean, right there, you're at 1.5 billion just of income. I mean, I'm not saying it's just for Trump, but in total, 1.5 billion of income.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's, you can put that between what? 350 people, and it's still more money than we'd see in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could split that with all of the viewers, and like it would still be more than enough for us to live off of for our entire life.
Yeah, seriously though.
Oh, and our kids and probably our grandkids.
It's like insane. And listen, if somebody makes a smart investment or good trades or whatever, listen, God bless you, right? But like, this is a different level of that.
This is intentionally maneuvering the system, so that you specifically benefit from the system.
Yes, and that's where it just shouldn't be a niche in everybody's craw, as my grandma used to say. You know, it just should. It should piss you off. Everybody should piss everybody off, but people are not sufficiently pissed off yet because they can still eat, but that's a whole other conversation.
I just don't think everyone's mad enough about this. You know, you see the liberals overly mad about this, and more of your like a MAGA people just kind of brushing it off. But like all together collectively, and we all aren't mad enough about how the system operates. And here's the thing: it's like they're mad about Trump. I don't get me wrong. I'm mad about Trump doing this, but this is just highlighting the whole system.
Yes,
Because if you just think it's him, you're blind. You know, you're not paying attention that this is all of them. All of them are doing this. They've all got their own little scheme that they're all running from top to the bottom, and they've all got their hands in the cookie jar, and they're all taking our money. And crypto was supposed to be about them not being able to touch our money.
Yep.
And look at what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, and exactly. And that's why they're trying to, in my opinion, is a little more editorialization, folks. In my opinion, that's why they're trying to co-opt the crypto space. That's why they're trying to bring it on in, because they're trying to make it more like the TradFi space on purpose, because then that becomes the next cow for them to milk, and the next way for them to extract our financial, our economic energy through that financial means. So even if people are smart enough to try and use cryptocurrency, they're trying to be able to still be on top of and in front of extracting that money into their system. Because again, make no doubt about it, I know that most of the people who are probably watching this already know, you're being robbed every day at the point of a gun, folks. You just are. People who are not watching these channels may not already understand that, but eventually you're going to. And when that happens, boy, is there going to be shit hitting fans. I'm just saying. Well,
and not to mention, they're doing this all in such a way that it'll be 10 times more effective and secure than the way they've been robbing us in the TradFi system.
You're right about that. 1,000. Yep, absolutely.
And I gotta get it'd be a whole lot easier to hide too. You've got all of these privacy tokens and things like that. It'd be 10 times easier to hide it, 10 times harder to eject yourself from the system, especially if they're going to be taking cash off of the table, which is just surprise. They've all been pushing for a cashless society, and it's not just here, it is all over the world. They are pushing for a cashless society at the same time that they're all pushing for these wonky crypto regulations and what looks like a CBDC and not actually a stable coin. It's all just a taking over of the crypto system to act like they're adopting it, and none of these crypto people are actually going to benefit from it at all. If you are a Bitcoin maxi, they don't give a crap about Bitcoin. They are co-opting the name of Bitcoin, giving you this false sense of security. Oh, we're going to have a Bitcoin treasury. The only thing they're going to do with the Bitcoin treasury is use it so that they can pay off all of their debts and make their new system.
Absolutely. And mining stock saying they push cashless system to see more cash guys. I'm not sure I understand what he's trying to say there.
So use more cash, guys.
Oh, so use more cash. I guess if I read it properly, it would have made more sense. Sorry, mining stock.
It's so much easier to swipe a card than it is to write a check rather than it is to use cash.
Yep.
I mean, cash is quicker than a check, but a lot of people still I'm not going to say a lot, but there are certain people that still use checks every day.
Yeah, I got your mining stock. Thank you. I'm sorry. Whatever the government says, just do the opposite, basically, is the law. That's always good advice. But speaking of mining stocks, it makes what Daniel Diaz does and Citizens for Sound Money doing with regard to going state by state and trying to get this legislation in place of our gold and silver being legal tender so important, because they have, in my opinion, less of a hurdle with the Article 10 of the Constitution to be able to do that versus somebody in the crypto space. The crypto space just basically has to give them double thumbs right there and say, you know what? Yeah, I don't care. We're going to just do our own thing and be outside of the system, not be part of the system that way, So I don't know. Cash is better for small business. Yes. Agreed.
I mean, like the other part I mean, you could kind of have a crypto, like if you were legitimately using crypto as not the crypto system they are using, you could have a pretty minimal fee system with using crypto as well with small businesses.
Yes.
And you would never have to deal with a bank ever.
Yep.
So
no, that's a fact. That's a fact. Oh, look at this, dude. I appreciate the fact that you do that.
Yeah, mining stocks.
Yeah. Membership has its privileges. Welcome to the CCM family. Oh, and Taco Berry got that one. All right, Taco.
What?
I think they're live right now.
Yeah, they are live.
So thank you, Mining Stocks. You're the best. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Yes, exactly. Throw those fire signs right there. Yeah. Anyway, listen, I don't know. We should all be looking to get out of this system regardless, my humble opinion. And if nothing else, trying to teach other people what is actually happening to them, which is, again, for me, why I say and do what I do on these streams. I'm not trying to put words in you guys' mouth, but for me, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Like I'm here for the technology, not necessarily the investments. You know, like crypto to me was always a digital revolution, and I've said it the entire time. I haven't been a fan of the digital revolution being co-opted by the people that it was supposed to be revolting against.
Yep. Facts. Yep. Here for the revolution, not the NGU. The number go up. Not anymore, anyway. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I started that way, but yeah, not so much anymore. I've seen the light.
Yeah, now it's number go down.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's a fact. Oh man, did we hit the last article we had? Is it time for our video?
I mean, he pretty much broke down a lot of that with his comment when he looked it all up on Google. 1.4 billion in crypto income.
My bad.
My bad. I mean, no, it's all good.
No, that's not wrong with that, man.
Maybe there's a little bit more information in there that breaks it down a little bit better.
No, that's all around his licensing deals involving his Trump meme coin and World Liberty financial token sales, which a lot of that had to do around the Genius Act passing.
Yes.
So that they could push through their stable coin and have Saudi Arabia move $2 billion worth of money for oil. So, yeah, they have made a massive amount of money grifting in the crypto space.
Grifting. That's the right adjective right there. Grifting. Yes, absolutely. Or verb, adjective, whatever. Bottom line is that's exactly what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Because if you think they care about crypto at all, they don't.
Oh, hell to the no.
No. I guarantee you Trump doesn't know the first thing about crypto. He just knew some rich advisor told him like, hey, if you want to make a lot of money, this is what you got to do in the crypto space. And they ran with it.
Yep. I mean, and it helped that there was such a big voting block in the 2024 election here in the US that were, between 50 and 80 million crypto holders that were in that voting block during the course of that election. So, I mean, why not, right? Man.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then I guess they
like how fast it transfers.
Yeah. Exactly. I love it, Donato. Great. We're 45 minutes in, and we're gonna play a video from again Julia McCoy. Links to everything, by the way, that we've gone over tonight in the description. So make sure that you Taco Berry is here. Welcome. Yay. Yeah, I'm glad you
Well,
got that.
they're live, but I put it in their chat, except for on my other
Gotcha.
account. I was like, dang it. But
That's all right. I
it
appreciate
was
that.
from your channel.
Yep.
So
Yep.
shout out to Tackleberry and Jimbo Fett.
Yeah, if they're still live when we're done here, I'll forward over to those guys and we'll go raid their stream. But hopefully they're still live. They were live before we were. I'm sorry, what was that, BC?
I said, oh dang.
Yeah.
Long stream.
Well, they have some fun over there.
But they have like a 30-minute intro.
Oh.
So like when they actually go live, it doesn't say like, they're now live. Because when they go live with a 30-minute intro. It's not like live in 30 minutes like most other people do. But
yep.
Okay.
Choice.
Yep. All right. I'm going to bring up the video again. Dr. Julia McCoy, although this is her AI doppelganger here that's going to explain this. We're going to be talking quantum computing. And in this case right here, how Google just spent basically $10 million to simulate the human body. So they are already ahead of the next curve. Now, we've talked about AI being used to help in healthcare and all this other kind of things. Now, take that and combine that with quantum computing. Again, something we've also discussed here in previous live streams. But she's going to break down where Google is basically placing their money for the future, because this technology, remember, still does not technically exist. So they're building ahead of this and putting their money, I guess, as you would say, where their mouth is with regard to this technology and its use cases. And if they're right, that $10 million that they spent, it's going to be the best $10 million they ever spent. And hey, shout out to Mike Volmer. Woo! Appreciate you being here. Thank you, man. All right, I'm going to play the video. I've got it on about 1.25 speed, so it'll go a little bit quicker. As she breaks it down and breaks it all up, it's about 5 minutes long regular speed, so it should be about 3 minutes, give or take. All right, here we go. Oh, I guess.
Google just spent $10 million to simulate the human body with quantum computers. And almost nobody noticed. It's called Replica. Google Quantum AI, 5 universities, 1 mission. Model your cells at a level no classical computer on Earth can touch. Protein folding, drug metabolism, the machinery of being alive. Google planting a flag on the next 10 years of medicine. Last time we talked quantum, you asked what this stuff actually does in the real world. This is the answer, and it's bigger than the question. 5 universities, $10 million funded through Google.org. Hartmut Nevin, founder and lead of Google Quantum AI, announced it. P450, the molecule Google led with in the announcement as an example. It's the family of liver enzymes responsible for somewhere between 70 and 80% of all drug metabolism in your body. Get it wrong in a simulation and the drug doesn't work, or it poisons someone. Get it right and you compress years of trial and error into a calculation. Everyone spent this year arguing about which chatbot writes better emails. Google spent it funding the rights to simulate the human body. A regular computer stores a bit as a 0 or a 1. To model a single molecule, it has to track every possible arrangement of every electron one at a time. The number of arrangements grows exponentially with every electron you add, which is exactly why classical machines hit a wall on molecular simulation. By the time you reach a molecule the size of P450, the number of combinations quickly blows past anything a classical computer can track. So it doesn't really simulate the molecule, it approximates, rounds off, then approximates again. A quantum computer doesn't approximate the same way. A qubit can hold many states at once, the way the real molecule does, because the qubit runs on the same quantum mechanics the molecule runs on. You're not modeling the biology from the outside, you're rebuilding it from the same rulebook. This is the same reason Google's 105-qubit Willow chip solved a physics problem last year in about 2 hours. that would have taken the Frontier supercomputer an estimated 3 years. Here's what nobody covering this story is going to tell you. Google isn't doing this because quantum computing is ready. It's not. The hardware is years out, and Google says so themselves. They're doing this because quantum isn't ready, and they need years of the hardest biology problems on Earth already queued up and waiting for the day it is. Every protein folding problem Replica helps solve points toward a drug patent. Google just turned 5 universities into a private pipeline for the economy that comes after AI. They're not racing to win today. They're buying the starting line for a race that hasn't been announced yet. Audit your own industry for quantum vulnerable problems. Anything that comes down to molecular simulation, optimization across millions of variables, or encryption is on the clock. Pharma, materials science, finance, logistics, cybersecurity. If your moat depends on a calculation staying hard, ask how long it stays hard. Google's own quantum team says useful real-world applications are roughly 5 years out. Start the documentation now before you have answers. First movers in every tech wave win for one boring reason. They have a public paper trail of being early. The people who were writing about AI agents in 2023, when everyone else was still arguing about ChatGPT prompts, own that conversation in 2026. They didn't predict it perfectly. They just showed up first and kept a record. Same playbook, new wave. Stop building your whole business around the current AI stack like it's the finish line. Your content, your offer, your systems should point at what's arriving, not just what's here. The creator whose entire brand is "I use ChatGPT in 2026" is going to look exactly like the consultant whose entire pitch was "I use email in 2003." Right tool, wrong frame. The tool was never the moat. Here's where this lands for you. 3 years ago, the founders who started talking about AI integration while everyone else was still typing prompts into a chat window are the same ones now charging $60,000 to build systems for celebrities and 7-figure coaches. I've watched it happen on calls in my own business. That window didn't close, it moved. Replica is the flare going up over where the next one opens. The difference between the founders.
Okay, you get the point here, and Replica is what they're talking about to move this whole thing forward. And again, just to remind everybody, that was literally an AI explaining that to you. But this whole thing with the quantum computing, I mean, we've talked about it here how many times on how many shows. Quantum is going to be such a game changer once all of it kind of hits on a normal scale. And I don't blame Google for planting this flag. I think it's a smart flag to plant. In my opinion. And honestly, I see the medical aspect as one of the things that AI and quantum can combine to handle some of these disease, to cure disease, all this other kind of stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? And just for the a couple of the comments that were here, yeah, I didn't even throw Elon in the mix, and Elon's going to be there. I mean, Elon is forward thinking regardless of any of this. You're right, shit's going to get real. And then yeah, it is scary, Mike. Could be amazing. BC and
I don't know.
Adele, what do you think, man?
I just think it's I like the idea. I just think it's the wrong company to be doing it. Because
no argument with that.
They already own so much of everything. We really, really want them in the healthcare field too, and not just in the healthcare field, but on the ground level of the most groundbreaking things. So you literally have no option but to go there and give them all of your medical data. So. Yep. It really just highlights how I brought up in our quantum episode that there's going to be a lot of these problems that we cannot solve with our current models of computers and things like that, questions that we have about the universe and our own making and biology, all sorts of things that people ponder that we won't be able to solve until we have AI running in quantum computers and bringing up new problems for us to think at from different angles, to be able to do math that literally, if we used our entire life, would never be able to solve. Right. Like uniform field theory in physics. You know, quantum computing and AI could probably get that done where Einstein spent his entire life and failed to get it done.
Yep.
So
it's going to be interesting times, to say the scary times, like Mike said.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Crazy times, scary times, amazing times. Oh,
yes. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, when I think about the potentiality of what it could do to benefit humanity, I get excited. But like you said, the who's doing it,
Mm-hmm.
the incentive behind it, yeah, that gives me pause. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got enough tentacles into our lives. I agree with you, BC. But Del, what do you think? Anything you want to throw in with that part of the conversation?
I feel this might be a little bit
AI.
off the rails, but just hear me out.
Fidel going off the rails? What?
I'm sure BC was probably a little bit after it. I was there, like, do you remember like deathclock.com? Where you put in like your birthday, your location, all that.
Yes.
Approximate your time of death, your day of death, and the reason of your death. Like, I remember all that, and I surpassed that. But it's like, if AI had one of ours or anybody else's like health information, knew what we did every day, and they were like, oh, well, you're going to die on this day at this time for this reason, like, are you going to follow that, or are you going to like better yourself? Or, you know, like, say somebody with stage 2 or stage 4 cancer or stage 1 cancer, you know, whatever cancer it is, they're like, oh, well, if you do all this, then you can live to be, you know, till this day. And then it's kind of like predicting your future. I feel
they would make it so you would never get the cancer.
Right.
They would nip it in the bud before it ever happens. So it's like we know now where people have genetic markers for certain kinds of cancers and things like that. They would make it where you here's this thing, it'll get rid of that entirely. You'll never get cancer.
I do completely 100 understand with that, and that's the good side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because how many trillions of dollars have gone into cancer research, and what has really happened? A whole bunch of, in my opinion, like circle jerks, you know, like.
Yeah, because here's the thing. There's no money in curing cancer. There is money.
Exactly. There's more money in trying to cure it, but AI will cure it because it's thinking outside the box. It's got all these tools, all this knowledge, everything. Like, AI will more than likely cure cancer. Now, how long will it take? 2 years, 5 years, 20 years? I mean,
well, see, my other worry though would be, are they doing this just so they can do what they've done with all sorts of other technologies and shut that shit down?
Yep.
Right.
We put the patent on it. Here's the cure for cancer. You can't have it.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just gonna say they've shut a lot of stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was electric cars back in what, like the 30s, 40s, 1930s,
yeah,
1940s?
That were absolute garbage, but yeah.
But the technology was still there almost 100 years ago, and now they're coming back out with it, what, 80, 90 years later? Like,
because we have the hardware that is capable of making this an actual product that is advantageous to do so.
I just feel, in my personal opinion, you can hate me for this, but sickness is a form of population control. And I feel there's been a lot of cures for cancers and other sicknesses that have been around, but they just don't want it because it's a form of population control.
Well, I mean, if you have
kind of like tinfoil hat on,
if you have Magic Johnson money, apparently HIV isn't a problem.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, but how is he doing nowadays? I mean, when was the last time anybody saw him out and about?
I don't know. He's old. I mean, eventually, you know, you're gonna get to that point, but yeah.
There you go. I listen. I'm with you. And notice, Bedell, You didn't get much pushback from either one of us, did you?
Mm-mm.
Nah, you just didn't. So there you go. There you go.
This is a little outside of the box thinking. I mean, it's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying like, it's normal and it's okay, but I kind of feel that's what's been happening. Like, how many research institutes get billions of dollars of every year, and for the last 10 years, what have they have accomplished? Paying payroll, that's about it. Keeping people employed. Okay, well, we need to see some progress for all the money that you're taking in.
There's no profit in curing the disease. It's the treatment of the disease.
Yeah.
Not even trying to cure it is in the research end of it. No, the profit is in the maintaining people's lifestyle, quality of life with the disease.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to give me a hard time, my mom was in remission for 2.5 years from stage 4 ovarian cancer. And she passed away from COVID before COVID was even a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, here's the thing. If we had preventative health care, then all of the money would be in curing. We don't have preventative health care.
Yes.
You don't go to the doctor, and to hear what you can do in your daily lives to prevent other problems. You go to the doctor for them to solve a problem that you created.
Pretty much.
But I mean, that's kind of like when you have a child, right? And they give them all sorts of these shots to prevent measles, prevent chicken pox. There's a couple others that they give them shots like within the first year, maybe 2 or 3 years to prevent all this. But it's like a lot of people are like, well, what else is in there? And they won't tell you. So a lot of parents, I think a couple of years ago, were like, no, I don't want my kids to have all this.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, now there's a train, but
yeah, didn't they have like
I understand like the whole preventing of it, but at the same time, it's like getting sick makes your body stronger, in my opinion, because it builds immunity to that sickness.
Unless it has like a 70% mortality rate. Like you used to have 9 kids so that 3 of them could live.
Yep.
So now you can have 2 and both of them will live.
Yeah, seriously though. Seriously. Well, the bottom line is, I don't know. I saw that and I knew it was something we had to discuss because we're going to be talking more and more about this kind of thing. We're going to be seeing more and more. And like you said, BC, when we start to see, like we talked about in our other live stream, that combination of AI and quantum together, it is going to be that exponential growth at an accelerated rate. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane.
Yep. And my biggest worry is that we're going to think we're in control of it all, and we're not going to be in control of shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are right about that.
There'll come that day when something will scan your body when you walk inside your front door. AI will just order the meds for you, and when you go to sleep, there'll be a robot that just puts it in you.
Kinky.
No.
I'll be gone by then. All right.
Door for my bedroom at that point, saying, "No, you can stay out there, sir, or ma'am, whatever." iRobot or iRobot can just stay outside my steel bedroom.
Yeah, iRobot. There you go. There you go. Oh my goodness. All right, folks. I appreciate everybody being here. We're gonna wrap this thing up. We're over an hour, and thank you for those of you who are like chiming in the conversation in the chat. We appreciate that. We're here every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Guys, BC, start with you, man. What do you got going on? Anything the peeps need to know? Any of that stuff?
No, not really. It's been busy and a whole bunch of bullshit. So
okay,
we will we will see what happens when I put my schedule notice in at my job and see how they react. Because that's what I'm doing here on Wednesday when I work next. I'm putting in for my schedule change, and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Gotcha. What about you, Bedell? What about you? What do you got going?
After the heat wave last week of like feels like 107, 110, and then the storm on Saturday, I'm just trying to take a day to relax.
Yep, I get that.
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Heaven forbid, just.
Yeah. Well.
Oh no! I gotta kick the dead horse.
I
gotta keep kicking the dead horse every Monday. AI.com, still nothing. I wasn't here last week. The week before that, I think I forgot. I don't know. I know I forgot once in the last month. I wasn't here last week, but gotta kick that AI.com dead horse down the road again.
So what you got to do is you got to blow up on the internet, and then they will be forced to give you your AI.com.
Yep.
Do you have yours?
No, I never signed up for it. I was not giving a company my credit card.
Oh, okay.
Not happening.
Yeah,
so
enough
blow them
people
up on
got
like Twitter, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, here's the thing: it's like enough companies have my information that I'm not giving my credit card information to a company that's not charging me money.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll look them up on X, and I'll start blowing them up and be like, "Hey, you guys are like a dead horse to me. I keep kicking you a can down the road on live streams every Monday night. Let's do something about this."
That's a good idea. You should, because that would be the next step in this whole escalation process here. I like it.
Yep.
I like it. All right. So for me, guys, tomorrow night, Jar and I will be live 6 p.m. Eastern time. We got some stuff we'll be talking about. And then Friday night, as usual, Crypto on the Rocks. And next Monday, we'll be back 7 p.m. Eastern doing this. Oh, I almost forgot. Next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be here with Dave Digital as a continuation of our series about what can these companies do for mass adoption of crypto. He'll be here talking his opinions on that. So make sure you're here for that. I'm kind of excited.
And I'm sure with him, there'll be some AI talk.
Undoubtedly.
We've got that dual AI agent stream on Saturdays, which is.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Simple Terms podcast. Yeah, absolutely. And thanks there, Donato. Appreciate you, man. All right. We're heading out. We're going to dance our way out. If you're on my channels, you will be directed over to Space City Breaks. So when you get there, CCM Raid in the chat. All right, guys. Have a good night. And we'll see you all next week. Later, guys.
Good night, all.
Yeah. Screens glow. Timeline scream, same fear, different day. Lock in, HODL the line, don't blink, don't fold. Hands stay steady when the stories get old. Charts go wild, but the days is fine. Mindset, grounded, battle calm. BC breaking down the noise, hold the line. Yeah, we ride that grind through the fear, through the foot, through the echo chamber signs. They panic, sell, we design the climb. HODL the line, yeah. Old school charts in a new age storm. Seen cycles born, seen cycles torn. Zoomed out vision, long-term frame. While the feed chases candles, he studies the game. Macro whispers, history rhymes. Patience weaponized over time. No panic button, no rush to speak. Just facts stacking up weak.